And live from the rinks, it's Sunday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin. I'm on the call here tonight at the rinks on behalf of the entire crew here. I'm so glad you could join us as the St. Anthony's Friars and the Connetquot Sayville T-Birds go toe-to-toe in the JV division. We've got an exciting matchup in store for you tonight. Last time these two teams met, the Friars won 5-0. And that was all the way back, as we double-check our dates here, on October 11th. Nick Busa scored the game-winning goal in that one. Jeffrey Grasso found the back of the net as well, and he's back in the lineup tonight for the Friars. It's going to be Declan Hefferman versus Richie Westhoff here tonight. Westhoff, the netminder for the T-Birds. Heffernan, the netminder for the Friars, as we take a look. The lineup: Dominic Tartaglia, Daniel Smith. They'll be playing their second and final games for St. Anthony's JV squad. They're both members of the freshman squad. You play that third game, you're ineligible for the freshman playoffs, but you have to play 13 to be eligible for the JV playoffs. So Friars have ran through about 6 or 7 guys here this season who have played for both teams. And the reason for that is injuries. They've had some guys out. They're not going to have John Awanku or Mark Berner here tonight. But nonetheless, we should have a fun one in store for you between these two squads. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest game news, recaps, and highlights and analysis. The playoffs are on the horizon here in Suffolk. They've already begun in Nassau, as we already have the play-in tournament on live from Syosset. If you're looking for that game, that game is currently in progress. That's Long Beach versus RBC. That is 4-1. Ian Benke has the call for that one. But if you're looking for JV hockey here in Suffolk, you're in the right place. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after the playing of our very own national anthem here at the rinks. And my apologies, it appears we're heading straight for puck drop. No, my mistake again. It does appear we're doing the anthem. Players taking their helmets off on the ice, so we'll be right back after this rendition of our very own national anthem. And that was our very own national anthem. Starting lineup here tonight, Mauricio Carrasco Jr., John Luca Bravin, and trying to make out the other numbers for the Friars here as it appears Logan Norris out on the ice, the defenseman. He'll be paired with Bravin, and you also have Jeffrey Grasso, and on the far side there, that's Ethan Weisbard. And then for the T-Birds, Josh King. He's alongside trying to make out all the numbers here, my apologies, but Theo Tanzi out, Keon Makeley, Larry Andres, and Gavin Bizel, his older brother. Colin was a star for the T-Birds at the varsity level when they made their county finals run a couple years ago. Face-off has been won forward by the T-Birds. King on the forecheck. Bravin finds the angle. Tried to move it D to D. Makeley intercepts. He just whips that one right around the wall. Weisbard chipped up but not out. Ends up back beneath the goal line. Norris sparring for it with Makeley. Makeley comes away with it. Came towards the front. Now an outlet pass. 2-on-1 developing. Shot goes wide. Nice feed there, but comes out the line. Bravin. Pass off the wall. Then a drop pass ends up in the corner. Battling for possession now. Grasso moves it over. Puck comes to the line. Shot blocked, but held in. Good second effort by Bravin. Jack Hurlbert also back in the lineup here tonight for the Friars. Coming back from an injury. Justin Marino still out of the lineup. Hope he gets well soon. Only played about a few games here this season. Norris, give and go. Shot, blocker to side. Sent up, but not out. Bravin holding it in. Sends it back down that strong side wall, and Tanzi gets it. And he just fired that the length of the ice. So we'll get a stoppage here for icing. 13:47 remaining. It's our first stoppage of the game, and a lot of fast-paced action to start this one off. Face off, left wing dot. And it's won by the T-Birds, but the clearing attempt fails, and it comes out to Annunziato. He sent it back in. Smith pinching. Sends it towards the slot. Chong settles it. Pass off the wall. Comes up to Annunziato. Tried to send it back into the corner. That one is broken up, and then the clearing attempt intercepted. Shot blocked. Ricocheted off a defender. Massey had it, but a good defensive play by Chong. Breaking that play up, preventing an odd-man rush. Now Annunziato holds it in. Pass towards the slot, ends up going all the way across. Right wing corner on the cycle. Laganigro breaks that one up for the T-Birds. Still battling for it. Puck comes up to Annunziato. His shot, glove down. Massey and Chong battling for it. T-Birds come away with it. They get it out of the zone. Nice little flip there. Now Annunziato heading up ice as the T-Birds are in the middle of a change. He enters, pulls up, fires. Shot is turned aside. Rebound ends up carrying off the wall, trying to settle in his skates, but T-Birds come away with it. Heading up ice now. Dump and change, but it's deflected by Weisbard. Andre is on the forecheck. Hopkins joins him. It's chipped up the wall. Then Weisbard tried to poke it to himself. Play was broken up initially, but now settled. Caraher Jr. to Carrasco. Coming in. Shot save by Westhoff. Settling the rebound along the right wing wall. It was Carrasco Jr. from Caraher. My apologies. Now Carrasco has it. Pass backhand. Cutting in. Looking. Pass to Weisbard. Shot is turned aside by the pad of Westhoff. Puck comes down, but not enough on that for icing. Norris picks it up. He saucers one over. Then the backhand clearing attempt, no look, and that ends up resulting in a turnover, so Norris has to settle it beneath his goal line. Sends it right back, and then chipped up, out, but misses the target. Grasso wins the race to the puck. No icing on that one. Weisbard Moved it over to Carrasco Jr. Pass across is intercepted. Good defensive play there by Jackalone. He's under pressure. Weisbard on the attack, forces it free. Coming in, can't be settled in the slot. Jackalone has it. Now looks to head up ice. Poke check, breaks that one up. Puck trickles beneath the goal line. And Friars can't settle it, turnover. And now up, out. Nice toe drag there, potential 2-on-0. Coming in, pass, shot, redirected just wide, sent off. Westoff from beneath the goal line. We get a stoppage with 10:41 remaining in the first period. A great chance for the Friars. They just can't find the back of the net. Currently sitting at 10-6 this year. T-Birds sitting at 3-13, so their playoff run is over. As it stands, Friars still battling to secure their position as the face-off is won back by the T-Birds. Sent around the wall. Smith trying to hold it in, poked off his stick. Chong settled it, lost the handle as he tried to dangle through a defender. Puck comes out of the zone. Then attempted zone entry ends up with the T-Birds gaining possession. They send it down. Not enough on that one for icing. It's waved off as Daniel Smith blasts that one around the wall. Turnover. T-Birds trying to settle it. Tartaglia battling. Chong gets it out. Makeley fires it in. T-Birds check up, and Nunziato has it. Under pressure from Gavin Bizel. Friars chip it up and out. Chong for Nunziato. They enter off sides, and we get a stoppage here with 9:46 remaining. You're watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League action, the Junior Varsity Division on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page and follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Grasso in the dot. He wins it back. And it's sent into the zone. Dump and chase for the Friars. T-Birds trying to settle it. King looking for the clear. Has it taken away. And the cross-ice pass nearly leads to a turnover. Smith rescues it, sends it in. Now the Friars move it to the weak side wall, looking for a clear. King battling for it. Good defensive play by Carrasco Jr. Now Weisbard takes over on the forecheck as Massey carried it around his own net, sent the pass up the wall. No icing on the play as that one trickles past a defender and a forward alike as Nunziato now makes that lead pass. Ends up being deflected off Weisbard's stick. Nearly ended up with Scandifio, and now Friars settle it. Shot, blocker to side. Comes around the wall, Nunziato holds it in. To Grasso, off the wall. Carrasco Jr. has the handle. Drop pass. Comes to Nunziato. Fires, flipped really, and then ends up being gloved but not grasped by Westoff. Weisbard off the wall. 3 Friars, 2 beneath the goal line, 1 almost there. So they're collapsed, and then the puck comes around the wall. Smith pinching in on his backhand. Puck is rolling. T-Birds get it clear. That one's going to end up on net. Oh no, that one goes just wide. So we get an icing here with 8:17 remaining in the period. Face off, one back. Norris, shot, redirected, loose in the slot, kicked out, but Chong can't get to it. He gets stripped up, battling forward in the pileup, and now T-Birds get it up and out of the zone. Nice poke check there by Tartaglia. But Nicholas Diadalou got the clear, and now the T-Birds are back in their own zone, trying to go D-to-D. Ends up in the skates of Tansey. Sent across the slot. Comes out off the wall, Norris. Backhand. Friars re-enter, offsides. And we get a stoppage here. 7:44 remaining. Face off. One back. by the T-Birds, but it comes to the Friars. Norris gets it out of the zone. Pass gets deflected off a couple sticks. Tansey backhands it back in to the Friars zone. Sent up the wall. Chong gets tied up. Puck comes out. And now picked up by the T-Birds. Lead pass to Tansey. And he just sends it the length of the ice. But icing's waved off, and puck comes around the wall. Bravin, D to D. Norris trying to settle it. Turnover forced, but the Friars get it right back. Heading up ice, 2-on-2. Carried to the outside, looking for the pass up front. Forced to pull up, and that pass from beneath the goal line is deflected. Friars looking to settle it. T-Birds force a turnover. They flip it up and out. That one's going to trickle down. And we get a whistle for icing. 6:45 remaining in the period. 0-0 game. T-Birds demonstrating some soft touch as they send it out of the zone repeatedly. Just flipping it, letting that one trickle down, and then the Friars have to reset. So they keep trying to re-enter the zone, and they're getting them, but T-Birds just doing a really good job defensively here, and as they win the face-off, Friars pouncing on the loose puck. Give and go off the wall, goes awry. Rescued, past the point, but deflects off the stick at Bravin. It was just outside his reach. Did a good job getting a stick on it, but now he has to battle for it with Jack alone. T-Birds on the offensive. Pass comes to Hopkins. Play is broken up. Grasso heading the other way. Longanegro keeping him to the outside. Pass across, but it's just ahead of Weisbard. Collected off the wall. Moves it over. Bravin. Shot. Kicked out into the corner. T-Birds send it up, but Bravin holds it in. Shot. Turned aside. Right in the breadbasket. And Westhoff, another strong stop. The T-Birds program that at the varsity level really prides itself on their goaltending. They have 3 on this JV team, including Mike Graber and Riley Hanley. And with Shane Kirby, their varsity starter, set to graduate, we'll probably see one of these 3 netminders moving up the ranks next season. T-Birds get it clear, but they sent it all the way down for icing, so we get a stoppage here with 5:55 now remaining. No Nick Busa, no John Awanku, no Mark Berner. For this Friars JV Gold squad, one of 2 teams they fielded. Last year, JV Gold made the county finals and lost to the Bulls in 3 games. Face-off has been won by the T-Birds. They have control. Puck comes out of the zone. Heading up ice, they enter. Shot. Blockered into the corner, sent towards the net. Turned aside. Puck is loose. Then it's covered by Heffernan. And a bit of a scrum there. More of a kerfuffle, really. 5:36 remaining. Looks like Daniel Smith is heading to the box. Appears to be the only one heading there, so it appears the T-Birds will go on the power play. It'll be the first of the game. The call is a cross check. Face off, controlled by the T-Birds. Shot ends up going wide, collected off the wall, past the slot. Backhand shot, turned aside, kicked out, second attempt, and they score. The T-Birds find the back of the net on the power play. Cashing in, go to the front of the net. Good things happen. They certainly did that time. T-Birds jump out to a 1-0 lead. They collect this shot off the wall. It's Josh King. He sends it right up front. Settled on the backhand. Good job shielding the puck by Beizell. And the second attempt, I believe that's going to be, that's going to go to Makeley. Beizell's shot was stopped. It was the second attempt that the T-Birds get it in. So Keon Makeley should be credited with that one. 5:24 remaining. Beizell picks up an assist. And now the Friars trail by 1. So Smith's released from the box, but now the Friars looking to settle it in their own zone. And curling away from pressure, Tartaglia makes the lead pass and a hit along the wall. T-Birds force a turnover. King has it, poked off his stick. Comes to Theo Tansey. Moves it across. Puck rolls on Scandifio. Tartaglia can't hold the zone, but did force a change of possession, so Norris will take it. Backhands it over. Sent across. Friars enter. Pulls up along the wall. Shot ends up trickling wide. Goes off the back of the net. Tartaglia under pressure in the corner. Shielding the puck there, and then backhands up the wall. Aiello gets the clear, flips it out nicely, and now Karaher has to settle it. Pass off the wall, and then fanned on by the Friars just inside the red line. T-Birds get it back, but they don't have control. Now it's being carried by Tartaglia. Drop pass as he goes for a change. Pass goes off his skates, and T-Birds come away with it. They've entered, and nice play by Hurlburt on the back check. He heads up ice, chips and chases. Larry Andres, full name Lawrence, comes away with it, and then he leads Aiello there, but a turnover force coming in. Pass across, can't connect, off the wall. Weisbard sends it towards the front, redirected, kicked out. And then Bravin can't get the shot off. Sent up on the left wing wall, trying to get to work on the cycle. T-Birds battling for it. Friars come away with it, but don't have firm control, and good job by Thea DeLue. Breaking that one up, made the lead pass to Aiello, but it was behind him, and now the Friars have to reset. Weisbard has it. Carrying it up ice. Showing off the mitts as he evades a couple defenders. Enters. Cuts in, shot, turned aside, off the shoulder of Westhoff. Turnover forced. Shot. Goes wide. Karam's off the wall. Pass the slot. Shot. Save by Westhoff. Weisbard has it. Backhand towards the front. Shot. They score! And the Friars even the score. And nice job here. They end up collecting that rebound beneath the goal line, and all alone right in front of the house. You're going to see it here. Comes out. Second effort from the defense, but just that split second. Great hockey sense there on display, and the goal, we'll see who's officially credited with it. Couldn't quite make out the number initially, but now it seems like officials are trying to determine that one. The goal has not been officially credited yet, so we'll try and run the replay, see if we can figure out who got it. That was 15 in front, so that would be Jeffrey Grasso, who put it 5-hole that time. Face off at center, tied up. Hurlburt controls it on his backhand, and he sends it into the zone on the forecheck. Turnover forced by the Friars. They have possession, but not control. T-Birds with the takeaway. Friars get it right back. Pass to the point, and it gets deflected, comes out of the zone. Friars looking to settle it. Heffernan will cover, and we'll get a stoppage here. 2:25 remaining in the frame. The goal scored by Jeffrey Grasso, the equalizer here. And the face-off is controlled by the T-Birds by Zell's shot. Turned aside there, and face-off, one back by T-Birds, but a turnover force. 2-on-1 developing. Hurlburt enters, pass to Chong. Shot ends up going wide. T-Birds trying to settle it in the skates of King. Friars come away with it. Shot sails over the bar. And now held in at the line. Annunziato shot trickles through, but turned aside by the pad. Comes up the opposite wall. Smith holding it in. Takes a big hit. T-Birds come away with it. Play will continue. Battle for possession. Friars can't settle it. T-Birds get it out of the zone. Annunziato ends up deflecting it. Then Smith settles it. Lead pass, and behind the play, get a whistle here, and appears there's an icing. Pierce Smith was actually behind the play, so that would have been Karaher, 95, who sent that one in. Face-off won by the Friars. They have possession. And the lead pass comes to Carrasco Jr. Enters, lost the handle, chasing after it. King intercepts. Pulls up. Tried to dangle his way through, turnover force. Friars, breakaway attempt. Poke check by Westhoff. Sent up and on out of the zone, Bravin. Trying to drop it off, Weisbard. Slap shot. Karam's off the wall. Grasso on the backhand. Carrasco Jr. settles it. Comes back to Grasso. Turnover forced. T-Birds looking for a clear. Josh King sends it the length of the ice, and with 55.2 seconds remaining, we'll get an icing here. And defensive zone draw, right wing dot. And the face-off, tied up, one forward. Held by Grasso. On the cycle, puck can't be settled. Comes up the wall, battling for it. Held in at the line by Bravin. Grasso makes the pass to Weisbard. He escapes. Showing off his hands that time. Drop pass, curling towards the net, but T-Birds force turnover in the corner. Bravin shot. Turned aside. Weisbard on the rebound. Puck comes free. Via DeLue. Can't get it out. Second attempt. T-Birds exit the zone. Play is broken up initially. T-Birds get it back in. Second attempt. 10 seconds remaining in the period. D-to-D pass. Bravin backhands it to himself off the wall. Enters. Cutting to the outside. Wants a shot. Under 5 seconds remaining. Forced to pull up. Weisbard fires. Glove save. And that'll do it for the first period. It's a 1-1 game on the Long Island Sports Network. And for those of you just joining us, you're watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League JV action. Here in Suffolk County, if you're looking for Nassau playoffs, well, Manhasset, Great Neck, and Massapequa are about to go toe-to-toe in the Varsity division. That's at 7 p.m. If you're looking for that game, Ian Benke has the call. But if you're looking for JV hockey, you're in the right place. Friars and T-Birds deadlocked at 1. Keon Makeley scoring on the power play just 12 seconds into it, cashing in on a rebound after the puck came to Gavin Bizel in front. His backhand shot coming off a pass from Josh King, and then Jeffrey Grasso with the 5-hole shot to beat Richie Westhoff, who's been stellar tonight, as has Declan Heffernan for the Friars. 1-1 game, tightly contested. And start a second period action. Long change for both teams. Face off at center. It's won back by Bizel. Chipped ahead by Scandifio. Goes off the wall. Makeley couldn't hold it in. Went past the backhand. Bizel, and then a turnover forced by Hurlbert. He's racing after it. Finds the angle. Drop pass. Tartaglia. Shot. Save. Rebound is loose. Kicked out. Puck is still free. Pile up in front. Setting off a body. Ricochets off a Friars forward. And there's a penalty on the play. Or is that icing? We're going to see. As with 14:32 remaining, and it looks like there's a penalty and an icing. Now there's a penalty going against Chong, so the Friars appear to be heading to the power play. There's a discussion between the officials and the coach giving the explanation, and now T-Birds heading to the power play here. Chong called for slashing. So face-off comes outside the T-Bird zone. Strong in the box for 2 minutes. Bizel in the dot for the T-Birds. They win it back. Tansey, D to D. Curling. Carried up the wall. Lead pass, poked towards the net by Bizel. Settled, but nearly poked in. As Bizel jammed it. Held in by Tansey off the glass. Smith sends it back the other way. Puck comes out. And now a breakaway opportunity for the Friars coming in. Shot. Scores! A short-handed goal. Friars take the lead. And it's just chipped up the wall. A great play there. Jeffrey Grasso is going to collect that after slipping past the D. And he comes in, has a great handle, pokes it ahead, picks up speed. He's evaded the back checker well there. That little step to the right that keeps his stick out of the reach of Tansey. Fires that one home. So there's 1:32 remaining on the power play, 14:03 remaining in the period. Face-off is won by the T-Birds. They now trail by 1, and they had the power play goal early. Now they give up a shorty. Puck is sent the length of the ice. Westoff coming out to play it, settles it for Longanegro. Pass off the wall, broken up initially. Carrasco Jr. trying to settle it. Friars have it. Beneath the goal line, under pressure, off the wall. And then flipped over some pressure there. They're getting to work on the cycle. Pass comes to the point. And it comes right back down. Shot towards the front. Grasso looking to complete the hat trick that time. Under pressure. Had it poked off his stick. Shields it as he settles it and then sent around the wall. Nunziato opposite side against Theodolou. Fires it right back in. Whipped around the wall and it comes to Carrasco Jr. Sparring for it. Friars come away with it. Grasso, backhand pass, and Nunziato fires. Redirected and ends up being sent into the left wing corner. Then a little give and go between Grasso and Nunziato. Puck comes up but not out. Smith on his backhand, sends it towards the front. Kicked out into the left wing corner again. Theodolou battling Carrasco Jr. against Andres and wins it. Shot from the point, kicked out. We get a stoppage here. Friars killed off the power play. 12:31 remaining. Came to an end just 1 second ago, but didn't have a chance to mention it. The Friars were really driving possession. They did a really good job on the cycle. They spaced out, created time, and they really showed off their individual skill as well. Face-off is won by the T-Birds, sent up to the point, fired back in by Brabin, paddled into the corner. Chong trying to escape. T-Birds force a turnover. But the zone exit is prevented. T-Birds regain control and pulling up under pressure. Friars enter off sides and trying to regather it there as they entered, but ends up with a face-off just outside T-Bird zone. Left wing dot. It's Caraher centering Tartaglia and Chong. Matched up against Jackalone, Proscia, and on that far side there, I believe it's Hopkins. T-Birds won it back, sent it down. No icing on the play as that one trickles down. Norris carried it the rest of the way to the line, sent it around the wall. Chong off his boot, picked up by Brabin. Leads Tartaglia. He slips it through. Pass, shot, rebound comes free. Second attempt, they score! The Friars find the back of the net. It's now a 3-1 lead for them, and good pass to Tartaglia. Dangles the defender. Walks in under pressure. Carries it to the outside, fires that quick shot that's turned aside off the blocker. Comes to that opposite dot, and that's going to be Gianluca Brabin, the defenseman. Tartaglia picks up the assist. The face-off is won back by the Friars. Sent up the wall, pitched into the zone, picked up. Grasso shot off the shoulder. Careens off the wall. Battle in the corner. Comes up, out of the zone. Makeley has it. enters. Tried to make the escape turn off the zone entry. Play ends up getting tied up. Friars come away with it. It's reversed to Bravin. He carries it around his own net. Makes the pass to Weisbard. Curls. Saucers one over. Settled. Lead pass comes to Grasso. Enters. Shields the puck. Drops it off to Weisbard. Another drop pass. Shot. Redirected. Rebound is loose, but it's covered by Westhoff. Good play by the T-Birds netminder. Settling that one down. So after Keon Makeley opened the scoring with a power play goal, Grasso evened the score. He potted the shorthander. And then Gianluca Bravin extended the lead to 2. Pass off the wall. Then a turnover in the corner. Brasco Jr. to Weisbard. Give and go there. Brasco Jr. has it. Holds. Pass to the point. Smith drops it off under pressure. Makeley flips it up and out. That one is rolling. Icing is waved off as that one trickled out. Now Makeley on the forecheck. Forces a turnover. Josh King collects. Carries. Sends it towards net. And it went off a stick. Ends up being redirected into the corner. Josh King from Bizel. Puck comes up, not out of the zone. Ends up ricocheting off a defender. Now Weisbard looking for the clear. Showing off the mitts that time. Great work. And now coming in, Brasco Jr. Went off a skate. Grasso settles it. Past the point. Smith shot. Redirected. Picked up on along the left wing half wall. On the cycle. Weisbard's pass is deflected. King flips it up and out. Tried to create a breakaway opportunity for Bizel, who now chases against Smith, who just backhands that one up the wall and headmanned to Grasso. He looks to split the defense. It's poked off his stick. Good play by Massey. Aiello under pressure. His pass off the skate of a defender, and now Friars re-enter. Pass comes to Weisbard. Settles it. Fires it across, looking for the redirect. Grasso shot deflected just wide, and Nunziato at the point. Back to Grasso on his backhand, settled it. Pass. Weisbard, redirect. Ends up in the left wing corner. Sent up the wall. King pulls up, flips it down, goes wide of the net, so it's going to be an icing with 9:01 remaining. Correction, 9 minutes remaining in the second period. Game was tied at 1 apiece after the first 15 minutes, but now the Friars in control. Connolly in the dot versus Caraher. Tied up 1. Backhand pass towards the slot. Comes out. Norris's shot. Deflects off a skate. Tansey sends it up. Norris fires it right back in. Offsides is the call, so the Friars have to check up. Puck comes up and out. Lead pass goes awry. But so does the clearing attempt. T-Birds forced to change possession. Good work by Gianluca Bravin, who headmans it. Backhand feed. Tartaglia enters, cutting to the outside. Sent towards the slot. Shot. Save. Rebound is covered. Good work there by the Friars, making some crisp passes in transition. They've had some silky smooth finishes here tonight, but gotta give it to Richie Westhoff. He's been superb for the T-Birds. Face-off is 1, and then pass comes to the point. Hopkins swung at it, missed, but puck came out of zone, and now under pressure. Sent back up the wall. And now a 2-on-1 developing. Cutting towards the net. Shot. Sails over the bar. Up and not out of the zone. Puck is rolling. Lead pass tied up. Caraher settles it. Pulls up. Fires it. Shot is kicked out. Shot. Rebound turned aside by Westhoff. Tartaglia picks it up in the corner. Assessing. Under pressure. And now the T-Birds heading up ice, but the puck comes to Norris. He sends it off the wall. Bravin shielding it, but his pass intercepted. It comes back to the Friars. Controlled. headmanned. 2-on-2. Hurlbert, shot, kicked out. Left wing wall now. Brabin sends it into the corner. Pass towards the slot, ends up in the skates of Tartaglia. Ended up in the right wing corner, still battling for it. Norris pinches in to hold it in, but second attempt comes out. Jack alone. Heading up ice with a back check from Weiss-Bard, takes that opportunity away. Looking for the zone exit, he gets it. Brabin sends it the rest of the way, but it's going to be an icing against the Friars. 6:58 remaining in the period. Face-off comes. Right wing dot, defensive zone. Ends up being pinned for a moment there, chipped off the wall. It's going to trickle down in the T-Bird zone. They get it back out. King battling for it with Weiss-Bard. Kicked it to his stick and then ends up with the Friars, but a penalty on the play as King gets it, trying to get it back there, and it'll be a power play. Gavin Bizel to the box. Friars to the power play. 6:39 remaining in the period. Right wing dot. And the face-off. One forward. Grasso. The front shot turned aside by Westhoff. Racing after it. Ends up being controlled by the Friars. Grasso. Give and go. Past the point. Settled off the boot by Carrasco Jr. Backhand pass, and then it comes down to the goal line. Grasso cutting towards the net. Trying to find the soft spot there. Smith's pass towards the slot, intercepted. Cleared, but not all the way down, so Nunziano will settle it. He now carries it up ice. Gets taken down as he entered. T-Birds collect. Good defensive play, and now Friars have to settle it. King on the forecheck. Had it. Friars looking to clear it. Scandifio holds it in. Backhand pass. King. Shot turned aside by Heffernan. And he'll cover it. Friars netminder coming up clutch as his squad nearly gives up a shorthanded opportunity that time. Nice backhand feed. Now it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Friars. They're on the power play. 1:07 remaining on the penalty to Gavin Bizel. That call is for tripping as face-off is one forward by the Friars. Chipped off the wall. Weiss-Bard slips through. Backhand shot kicked out on his own rebound. Can't get the shot off. Good defensive play by King. Slap shot ends up being deflected. Settled. Carried up towards the point. Norris give and go along the half wall, but a little bit too much on the give there, and now Friars resetting beneath the goal line. That pass goes off the wall. Comes to Norris. Shot towards the net. Puck is loose. Picked up. Grasso. Shot. Tried to stuff a short side. Kicked out. Poked out in the slot. Slap shot. Redirected. It's free. Loose. Attempted clear. Broken up. Brabin to Norris. Nearly got handcuffed there. His shot was blocked. Second attempt redirected. Grasso. Backhand. Across. Shot. Save. It ends up going over the net. Friars trying to settle it under pressure. Tied up there. Trapped. And then pass to the point. Back to the right wing corner. Massey throwing a hit there as the pass comes back to the point. Shot blocked. King racing after it. The captain on a breakaway. Coming in. Shot. Save Heffernan. And he goes into the goalie. We get a whistle here. There's an arm in the air. And we're going to have penalties here. Good job on that retrieval by King. He battles through contact after blocking the shot. Trying to get this all even now, and looks like we're going to have a penalty on this one. Trying to see who it is. Looks like roughing. It looks like it's going against Logan Norris that time, and just a good play by Josh King. So a power play opportunity for the T-Birds. Heffernan Works his way back to his feet. Grabbing water as the net is corrected by, I believe that's the trainer. We're at a stoppage right now, so don't forget to use this time to follow the Long Island Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all latest game news, recaps, highlights, and analysis. Heffernan steps into his crease. Looks ready to go. And if you're looking for Manhasset Great Neck versus Massapequa, Manhasset Great Neck has the 1-0 lead in their play-in round. There's a timeout by the Friars now, looking to get Heffernan settled here. They don't have a backup on the bench. So we're going to see what happens here. Josh King muscling through, powering through, coming in, trying to crash net for that rebound. And looks like Heffernan heading back out to his crease, shaking it off. He'll try and power through, but definitely something for the Friars to keep an eye out for. They definitely want to win this face-off here, get that clear. There's 4:33 remaining in the second period, and there's a lot of hockey left. They want to make sure their goalie gets some rest here. They don't have a backup. So it's going to be a face-off. Grasso versus Bizel. And it's one back. Shot from the point off the back of the net. Heffernan holding his pipe. John-Luca Bravin trying to send that one up the wall. Second attempt, Friars get clear. Weisbard will chase against Tansey, who boxes him out. Settled by Westhoff. Poked into the corner. Weisbard breaks it up. Resets to his defense. Holding it. Sent down the length of the ice. Westhoff will settle. Friars on the forecheck. And then just whipped around the wall. It's held in by Weisbard. Puck is sent out, deflected. Ends up coming Carrasco Jr. He flips that one down. Grasso enters. Shielding there against Massey. On his backhand, under pressure, kicks it to himself. Under a minute remaining on the power play as Larry Andres gets it. Grasso trying to regather, but it comes to Makeley. Entering one-on-one. Wants a shot. Curling towards the wall. Backhand feed is intercepted. Weisbard flips it up and out. Racing after Grasso. Massey trying to hang him off the puck. Ties up, comes away with it. Sends that one across, but too much on it for Bizel, and now comes back to the Friars. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Some nice skating, and it's deflected in. Good work by Grasso trying to race after it. Now, poke check there beneath the goal line, forces it free. Nudged up, but play is broken up. Friars looking to settle it. Grasso sends it down. It ends up going off Andre. Friars checking. Rather, T-Birds checking up, trying to re-enter Friars territory. Weisbard just whacks at it. It ends up going all the way down. The penalty has expired. Norris out of the box. As the T-Birds head up ice. Massey enters. Tried to just push that one forward. Puck comes free. Race for it. Makeley against Weisbard. Friars forward box is out. Ducks a hit in the corner. Pass towards the front. Wanted Hurlbert. Ends up with T-Birds. And Friars force a turnover. Caraher sends it towards the net, but it goes reading off the boards, and Chong settles it. Using the hands to create space, then pass ends up in the slot. Shot ends up going over the net. Puck was rolling. And now a turnover. King backhands it up, out. Pass Tartaglia. And it's icing. 1:41 remaining in the period. You're watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League Junior Varsity action on the Long Island Sports Network. My name is Jack Ziskin. On behalf of the entire crew here at the rinks, I'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight. Should be a good one. We have got a great game right now between the T-Birds and the Friars JV Gold Squad. And then coming up next, we got Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls senior night as they take on the Northport Huntington Tigers in the varsity division. Face-off is won. Shot redirected, glances off the glass, comes around the wall. Smith tried to move it up ice, but ends up being deflected off his stick. T-Birds enter the zone, but they don't have possession. Settled. Cross ice feed. And now heading up ice, Hurlburt enters. Pass across, deflected, loose. Annunziato trying to settle it. Chong intercepts a pass by the T-Birds who were looking for a clear in the slot, and then it's poked off his stick as he tried to dangle his way through the defender. Now Jack alone on his backhand. Curls. Uses his size to enter the zone, chips to himself off the wall, and then Chong gets it. And he gets the zone exit. Broken stick for the T-Birds. Laganegro heads to the bench. New defenseman heads out as Friars force turnover beneath the goal line. Pass towards the front. Shot. Save. Westhoff. Glove but not grasped. Rebound ends up on the right wing wall. Backhanded into the zone. Andres on the opposite side. Tries to reverse it. Puck has not been settled. Friars force a change of possession. Cutting towards the front. Chong can't get the shot off. Jabbing at it. We get a stoppage here as 25.5 seconds remaining. Friars on the offensive. Just good work here on the forecheck by Caraher, and leads to this great opportunity for the Friars. Pass comes across. Hurlburt gets the shot, and that's highway robbery by Richie Westhoff. 25.5 seconds remaining. T-Birds Proscia went for a change, as did Hopkins. They now don't have enough players out on the ice, so they're trying to get their change completed. They are the home team, so they get the last change. Connolly coming out to take the draw. Face-off is won back by the Friars. Nunziato to Smith. Sent back across. Puck rolled on Weitzbarn, who lost the handle. Now racing up ice. It's Theo Tanzi. Enters. Shot through the defender. Ends up careening off the boards. Comes out along the right wing half wall. Aiello had it. Turnover force. Nunziato backhands that one ahead. Play is broken up. Friars settle it. Send it in, and time will expire in the period. After another 15 minutes of action, the Friars have taken a 3-1 lead. As we now head to the third period on the Long Island Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a moment with third period action. John, I got your name right. Yeah. I'm making sure because I'm trying to memorize all their names. So RBC lost 6-4. Massapequa just tied it. So let's hope they fucking do it. Because I'm 0 for 2. And then Garden City's going to find a way to lose.
Who do you have winning this game, Massapequa?
Yeah, I think they're too good to lose in this round and not good enough to win in the next.
Yeah.
See, they have a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old goaltender.
13-year-old? What is that, a freshman?
Little Willie.
That's a freshman?
In 8th grade. Will Sylvia, maybe. His
know
older
you
brother
can play.
played. That's all you can. You can actually do it in Suffolk, too, which is rare. His older brother played my sister, Tommy. And then he's got another one, Jake. I've actually got, there's multiple siblings on that team. 2 Sylvias and Weisdorf my sister played with. I've given them all-stars this year. It's called Common Courtesy. Shout out to the Long Island Edge for rostering my sister. So when they didn't want girls on the team, but then they rostered, they're like, oh, she's good. We should have her. Then they made the playoffs, so. Face off at center. Grasso in the dot versus Bizel. Face off. Ends up being won by the Friars. Weisbard dangling to the outside. Backhand pass comes across. Deflected to the point. Norris walks in. Shot blocked by the stick. Poked off of it. And then whacked into the corner. Pass through the slot. King Turns, settles it. Flips one over, but it's knocked down by John Luca Brabin, who enters. Carrying it to the outside. Shot fired right in the breadbasket. Westhoff with the stop. 14:27 remaining. If you're looking for New York Islanders High School Hockey League action, you're on the wrong broadcast. Ian Benke has the call for that one. This is junior varsity action in Suffolk. Sayville versus Grasso on the dot. Face-off is one back. Weisbard shot, deflects off a skate. Comes up, but not out. Norris sends it back in. Grasso beneath the goal line. Towards the slot. Comes all the way out. Inadvertent clear, and now Heffernan has to settle it for Brabin. He's under pressure. Keon Makeley. But some smooth skating by the St. Anthony's defender, who makes the lead pass. Rasco Jr. enters. Andres forces him to the outside. He cuts in now. Battling along the wall. Trying to reverse the T-Birds. Nearly come away with it. Sent across. Held into the line initially by Norris, but it rolled off his stick. He's got to settle it. Goes D to D. Ends up on the backhand of Brabin. Off the wall. All the way down, and we get a whistle for icing. 13:38 remaining in the period. Defensive zone draw, right wing dot. Connolly, the lefty taking it for the T-Birds. Friars win it. Nunziato sends it up the wall. It's one-handed pass. Tansey race for it. Chong, 2-on-1. Fires. Shot is blockered aside. Puck is loose beneath the goal line. Tansey corrals it, sends it into the corner. T-Birds send that one out of the zone, and it comes back to the Friars, starting back up ice. Lead pass to Tartaglia. Escape turn. Threads it over to Annunziato. His shot redirected wide off the stick of Tansey. Chong backhands it to Hurlbert. Pass off the wall, Daniel Smith. Give and go with Hurlbert, who sends it off the wall to Chong. Ends up going just past him. Fired towards the net by Annunziato. That one's redirected now. Friars trying to hold in. Smith initially had it, and then poked out of the zone by Andre. Aiello's shot redirected. Ends up beneath the goal line. Smith sends it up the wall. Chong flips it out, and it comes to Massey. Holding. Headmans it to Aiello, showing off his skill as the T-Birds enter, and then good back check by Hurlbert breaks the play up, and Annunziato escaping pressure. Now heading up ice. Headmans it, Chong, who just moves it on ahead for Tartaglia, who toe drags, comes in, shot, save, rebound is covered by Westhoff. .12:05 remaining in the period. Face off, left wing dot. And it's won by the Friars. Weisbard, backhand off the wall. T-Birds intercept, looking for a clear. Brabin trying to hold it in. Puck comes out. Jackalone went after it. Weisbard ends up resetting to the defenseman. Friars regrouping. Lead pass chipped. Can't be gloved down. Sent back up the wall by Laganegro. Grasso can't settle it. Good play by Hopkins, who chips, he'll chase, but Norris collects in the corner. Sent around the wall. Grasso's going to skate into it. Picked up as he exited the zone. Drops it off Weisbard. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound is loose. And good attempt by Grasso poking at it one-handed, but Westhoff gets the cover just in time. 11:23 remaining in the third period. First time these two teams met, it was a 3-1 game, and now, or it was a 5-0 game, and now it's a 3-1 game. Face-off was won but not controlled by the Friars. Was chipped in, and then Scandifio gets the clear. Racing after it now. Norris missed, trying to settle it. Boxes out, sends it around the wall beneath his own goal line. Bravin curling, shielding. Pass, give and go. Pokes it ahead, gets it back from Grasso. Racing up ice, cuts to the outside. Pass across. Oh no, that's a shot, and it's turned aside by Westhoff. He didn't know where it was, but made the stop, and now the Friars picking it up, walking the line, flipping it in. Scandifio against Weisbard. Friars battling for it. And Carrasco Jr. and Weisbard, they get tied up there. T-Birds come away with it. They send it up the wall. Bravin nearly pinched, fought twice, and now Tanzi. Lead pass. Turnover force, Norris intercepting it. Grasso got it. Angled off the puck there by Gavin Bizel, and it comes back to Bravin. He's got to settle it. Pokes it ahead, but Gavin Bizel intercepts it. T-Bird center shot. Ends up trickling wide. Jackalone on the rebound. It's blocked. Heffernan holding his pipe. Pokes out. Shot. Second attempt. Blocked to side. Blocker to side. And the rebound from the slot won't go. Comes back out to the point. Scandifio has to settle it outside the zone. His pass deflected. Racing after it. Andres trying to box out Weisbard. He holds up the Friars center. Pass towards the slot. Shot attempt. And it ends up trickling on net. Good tie up in front by the T-Birds defense. A lot of stoppages here. A lot of quick covers for Westhoff and Heffernan. As this game winds down, T-Birds still trail by 2. 9:49 remaining in the third period. It's one back. Handed off, and Smith sends it in. Chong chips it into the corner. Nunziato pinching it against King. Battling for it. Friars defenseman gets it to Chong. Fires, shot glancing off the glasses, went over the net. Smith trying to hold it in. Does a good job keeping his body in front of it, but lost the handles. He cut towards the center, and King takes over for the T-Birds. Sends up the wall. Battle. Along the boards, it's poked into the zone, and Annunziato has it. Chipped up the wall. Chong reverses it. Shielding the puck against King. Makeley takes over on the other side. Friars forward. Lead pass intercepted by Zell, walking in. Poke check by Annunziato, and it's deflected. Rising off the paddle. Friars get it up and out. Ends up going past Laganegro. Race for the puck, but that's icing. Good effort by Ben Caraher. .8:57 remaining in the frame. It's one back. Annunziato can't get to it. King shot deflected off the pipe, poking at it, jabbing at it, and we get a whistle as the net comes off. Makeley exchanging words with Annunziato there. And we'll wait for the officials to settle that one. The play was blown dead as they were jabbing at Heffernan. He's not happy. Smith keeping him from getting engaged. 8:47 remaining in the period. Defensive zone draw for the Friars. Grasso on the dot, matched up against Connolly. Face off is one back. Andre's shot is blocked. Caraher leaves it for Carrasco Jr. T-Birds force a turnover off the lead pass, and it comes off the wall to Bravin. Settles it. Comes to Caraher. He escapes and ends up handing it off to Bravin. He tries to split through the forecheck. He does, poking at it as he gets to work, but Fryer sends it around the wall. Caraher chasing other side. T-Birds want to clear. Puck comes up the wall towards Connolly. Grasso breaking up. Robin supporting. Flips it back in, but the puck goes out of play. So I should have said trying to flip it back in, as the case may be, but Looks like the face-off will come just outside. Face-off ends up being won by the T-Birds. They can't settle it. Sparring for it near the face-off dot. T-Birds ended up entering the zone. Aiello tied up. And Friars do a good job forcing a turnover. Scandifio, the poke check along right wing wall. Friars now forechecking after the T-Birds defenseman came away with it. Still whacking at it in transition. Puck comes free. Aiello enters under pressure. Now, T-Birds trying to settle it. Shot from Connolly. Ends up being turned aside. Heffernan covers it, and now we get a whistle. 7:33 remaining in the period. Face-off is 1-4 by the T-Birds. Friars poking out. The T-Birds have been trying to get to work in front of the house there, but haven't been able to so far. And then nice move by Weisbart at the line, and he just ends up chipping it in on the opposite side now, chasing after it. Friars looking to get to work. Puck comes to the T-Birds. Hopkins heading up ice. Tried to headman it. Ends up just being out of the reach of Jackalone. And Nunziato off the wall. Ends up in the skates of Scandifio. Nunziato tried to settle. He lost it. Weisbart on the forecheck. Puck is sent around the wall. Hurlbert on the attack. Can't come away with it. Deflected out of the zone off the stick of Jackalone. And Nunziato off the wall. Trying to find Tortagli. Ends up with Scandifio instead. T-Birds have it. Lead pass comes to Proscia. Comes out of the zone. All the way down. No icing on the play. Smith collects beneath the goal line. Makes a saucer pass. It's settled by his fellow freshman teammate Tartaglia. He slips it through two defenders, but had to pull up and get the handle. Proscia and Tanzi. And it looks like the T-Birds committed a penalty there as they race after it. Touch up, and there's a whistle. 6:15 remaining in the period. It's a 3-1 game in favor of the Friars, but it looks like the T-Birds heading to the PK. Now we're going to see who that is heading to the box. It looks like it's going to be Tanzi. It's a 2-minute minor. And it'll be going against... We're going to see what the call is. My apologies. We know who it's going against. It's an elbowing call, 2-minute minor. So it's an offensive zone draw, left wing dot, Grasso for the Friars. T-Birds sending out Massey. And the face-off ends up being won by the Friars. Pass into the right wing corner. Comes right back to the point. Norris settles it. Give and go, half wall. Weisbart. Pass beneath the goal line. Grasso backhands it. And then a pass intended to the point. Bravin had been inching towards center, looking for a one-timer, but now has to reset neutral territory. Friars re-enter, but they don't have a handle on it. King shielding against Carrasco Jr., and then both players go down as they battle for it. Massey comes away with it. Wants to send it up the wall, can't. Tried to reverse it, tied up. Friars on the forecheck. Comes up to the point. Bravin walks in. Pulls up. Tied up with Weisbart. Shot turned aside, kicked out. Second attempt turned aside. Westhoff gets the cover, and we get a stoppage here. 5:23 remaining in the period. 1:09 remaining on the power play. Low-scoring affair. Richie Westhoff and the T-Birds. They remain within two. Face-off is won by the Friars. Norris into the corner. Beneath the goal line, Andre. Less than a minute remaining on the power play. Backhand pass on cycle, intercepted by Mazzi. His attempted clear goes off King, and now Friars reset. Weisbart has it. Settling it. Carrying. Moves it over. Give and go there. Friars forwards pass is deflected, sent the length of the ice by Keon Makeley. Heffernan will remain in his crease. Settled it there as Brabin chases after it. King on the forward check as well. It's backhanded into the corner. Weisbard takes over. Under pressure. Lead pass. Ends up going all the way down. And icing going against the Friars on the power play. So 20 seconds remaining on that. 4:34 remaining in the period. Face-off is one back. Shot towards the net is blocked by Carraher. Friars looking for a clear, but Massey intercepts. The attempt to clear re-enters. Coming in 2-on-1, but it's poked off his stick as he tried the toe drag pass. And Nunziato, he chips it past King. Chong collects, pulls up, slips it through the defender. Shot scores! Antonio Chong, the power play goal. And does a great job here settling that puck as he enters the zone. 4:11 remaining. And Chong slips it. Just gets that top shelf shot and puts it in the toy department. Face off is one back by the Friars. Nunziato sends it all the way down, and that's icing. 4:05 remaining. Antonio Chong puts the Friars on the board here in the third period. Assisted by Julian Annunziato. That comes with 4:11 remaining, so just 4 seconds after the power play expired. Faisal on the dot versus Carraher. Face-off is one back. Tansey couldn't get the shot off. Lead pass. Chong chips it right back to Annunziato. Carries it, backhands it. Scandifio breaks up. Chong steps into one. That shot ricochets off the wall. Held in at the line, but lost the handle, and now Friars are resetting. Sent back in. On the forecheck. Hurlburt pokes at it. T-Birds pick it up. They get the clear. Puck comes back to the Friars. Annunziato under pressure. Headmans it, but it goes off the skate of Carraher. He rescues it in transition. Chips it back up the wall. Still battling for it. Then it's sent across. Puck slowly made its way there. It was fired in. And now T-Birds looking to settle it. In the corner, Tansey against Chong. And then it comes out to points. Slap shot from Smith ends up being deflected. Chong couldn't get it on net. And now Scandifio battling for it. Comes away with it. Racing up ice. The outside takes a hit. And there's a penalty going against the Friars. 2:57 remaining in the period. So T-Birds with a chance to make this a two-score game yet again. Logan Norris to the box for the second time here tonight. Interference is the call. Face-off is tied up. Settled. Spun towards the net. Can't get the shot off. Grasso forcing a turnover. Tied up. Muscles his way through. 2-on-1. Toe drag. Cutting in. Pass across the Weisbard. Tried to flip it over the pad of Westhoff. Play was broken up. Weisbard to the point. John Luca Brabin holding it in. Escapes. 1-4 checker. Makes a second and Niello miss. And then sends it around the wall. Laganegro takes over. Sends it up the wall. Theodolou. Weisbard pressures. Pass comes across. Aiello then gets it back. Then Weisbard intercepts that one. And a lead pass intended for Grasso. He's now battling for it. Ends up chipping it in. And now the T-Birds look to reset. Lead pass. Ends up with the Friars. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Weisbard enters one-on-one. Massey back. Now it comes to Grasso. Shot backhand. It ends up being kicked out right in front of the house, and T-Birds look to reset. 50 seconds now remaining on their power play. Aiello picking up speed, pushing the puck up ice, and then shielding it, entering, firing, and it goes off Brabin. just thrown up the wall there, and Grasso can't get it out as he tried to settle it after the T-Birds couldn't quite settle it themselves. It's been kicked back out into the corner. Theodolou sends it towards Jackalone. It makes its way through, but blocked. And it comes to Brabin. Coming up ice, the outside of Mazzy, shielding. Carries it beneath the goal line. Wanted the wraparound, couldn't find it. Weisbard pressured. Grasso, the forward, skating backwards now against Massey and forces the T-Birds defender to pull up. Pokes it free, racing after it. Pulls up, fires, shot is turned aside, and that'll do it for the T-Birds power play. Under a minute remaining. They need to get it out of their zone to get Westhoff off the ice, but it comes to Nunziato. Ends up moving it from his backhand to his forehand, carrying it in. Shot turned aside by the T-Birds netminder. Collects his own rebound, sends it towards the slot. Shot from Tartaglia, knocked down, and then it's covered by Westhoff. And now there's 37 seconds, 36.9 to be precise, but gonna round up. Face-off was won by the Friars. Ended up outside the zone, and now they have to reset. Turnover forced. Nunziato up the wall. Chong couldn't get to it first. Now T-Birds heading the other way. 3-on-1 developing. Backhand across. Turnover forced by the Friars. Entering. Shot goes wide of Westhoff's net. 5 seconds remaining. Tansey. Pass. Chong. Looking for a shot. Toe drags it through. Time will expire. The Friars hold on to win 4-1 on the Long Island Sports Network. Thank you so much for watching here tonight. So the Friars pick up a win, much needed in the standings, and we'll be right back with varsity action on Long Island Sports Network. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all the latest game news, recaps, highlights, and analysis. And for those of you not joining us for the varsity matchup, have a good night, everyone.